So this is Old Stickfingers Brawl, which is a combo deck essentially. So Old Stickfingers explicitly mills creatures with its trigger. So you cast this for X's 2 or 3 and get some big bomb diggities into the graveyard. This deck is only playing 7 different creatures. So we've got, who do we've got? We've got Massacre Wurm, and Sheoldred, and Thorn Mammoth, and Hornet Queen, and Craterhoof Behemoth, and Imperious Great Worm, and Ulamog. So we've got basically 7 bangers at the top end of our curve where you Old Stickfingers and get a couple of them into your bin. And then we've got a bunch of 4 and 5 mana cards like Blood for Bones and Bond of Revival and Cauldron's Gift, and there's lots of 4 and 5 mana cards that put a creature from our graveyard into play. So the basic idea is you Old Stickfingers for X's 2 or 3 on turn 4, and then on turn 5 you put a fatty boom into play with one of your reanimate spells. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it goes. So to the people suggesting other bombs, something like Massacre Girl's really not good because it really doesn't win the game on its own most of the time. And we want to have fewer creatures to be putting into play because that gives us a better chance of hitting the ones we're looking for in certain situations. My hand doesn't have a reanimate spell in it, but it's got a lot of good ramps, so I think I'm going to keep it. There's a lot of reanimate spells in our deck. We'll hopefully just draw one of them. You also just ramp into casting a Bomb Diggity, potentially. It's a little scary when we're on the draw. So we'll go Haven here, into Cultivate. And then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can play Thorn Mammoth next turn to kill the Legion War boss, potentially.
Andra, you need more control. Psh, don't worry, I brought company.
So we're taking 5, 6, 7 here. Mammoth's a pretty big Bomb Diggity. All of the creatures in this deck are very individually powerful.
Oh, they're so cute.
Okay. We can find a reanimate spell. We'll be in a good spot. Is Mammoth a Throne of Eldraine card? It is a Throne of Eldraine card, isn't it? That's funny. So they're gonna get a Field of the Dead here, I assume. I wasn't even sure I wanted to play against Field of the Dead. Definitely not playing against Bog. That stand seems fine. We're gonna hope. Our Thoughtseize buys us enough time to get to these. Cast this for free before we cast the Thoughtseize. I am gonna Thoughtseize on one in case they have a only 1 2-mana ramp spell. Beanstalk Giant to slow them down. I think for curve purposes, I'm gonna do this for just XS1 here. Because this way I can Extinction Event next turn. Oh, they're gonna play their Planeswalker. Maybe that's wrong. I should have expected their Planeswalker to be coming. Happy to block with this and get it into our command zone again here. Lifelink counter on Mammoth is kind of funny. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to kill the Scut Swarm there, actually. Although I guess the Renin whatever token would have been out of range shortly. That's kind of funny. Okay.
Play a game of hide and seek. You cannot run or hide.
It's pretty good. Up to a casual 41. No big.
Every seed contains great potential.
Yeah, Mammoth is ready to cut down these Scut Swarms to size. Window. The attack is really good for us.
The apex predators.
Thorn Mammoth is definitely the apex predator, chat. It is. Large and in charge. Okay, I mean, the opponent's got some stuff going on here still.
The entire forest is in army.
Yeah, we're gonna get to use Garrick's Unite move here to pump up the board. I think we're gonna. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 8. We're one short of Extinction Event plus a 5 mana thing. Morvo got really big really fast. Yeah, their board got real big, and they picked Scud Swarm back up. I might actually be a little bit behind here, huh? If I get rid of evens, it clears this, and these. That doesn't seem very good. Yeah, they have big evens and odds. I think this turn we're supposed to just say get a 3/3, get 3/3, and then we'll bring back Mammoth.
We're coming for
Or we'll bring back Hornet Queen, sorry. $68, $77, $86. Go. What a silly game. Big impressive things on both sides. Buzz. They have 64 cards to our 79. Their green card draw definitely popping off here. Wait, did they just kill themselves to my Massacre Wurm? Because these things are only 2/2s. Is my Massacre Wurm about to be lethal? We are about to find out, yeah. It's killing 11 things, so that's 22 life. They go down to 9. Yeah, I think they're dead. Nom nom nom. What a silly game. Pippity pop, the fun don't stop. That was both decks getting to go off, chat. It was sweet. I think that game was more interesting and fun than the entire 3 hours we spent playing Standard and Historic this morning. Probably the 2 hours we spent playing Historic yesterday morning, too. Oh, Brawl. 'Tis a silly place. What a silly place. And again, one of the reasons why matches like that are even possible in Brawl is because Brawl has deck strength matchmaking. So you don't just have to play the best, strongest decks in Brawl to have fun and be competitive. You can play weaker commanders and be in the worst deck bracket and have a good time. It is the Historic Brawl is the first and only format on Arena that really allows people to actually just play the game for fun. Our deck's actually probably, this isn't quite high tier. Like, I think Tiamat is the worst 5-color commander deck, but I also think our deck's pretty good. We're basically a combo deck, right? We get to do this Old Stickfingers here, and then we're gonna have a turn 5 Imperious Great Worm this next turn. Correct. Yeah, there's no ladder. So when you're dead, you can just move on. If you're not having fun, you can move on. I don't know. Honestly, Springsbug, after this last week of Historic and Standard, I don't think I am mentally capable of playing Standard and Historic full time. So videos doing worse on YouTube will have to just be good enough because we're gonna be doing Historic Brawl. I don't want to stop doing Magic content again, and doing Historic Brawl sounds like a good alternative to just bailing on Arena for a little while. I think I'm off of Standard almost. I'm only gonna do Standard for deck donations for the short term. I don't think I'm gonna spend my own time doing it. I think I mulligan this. We have a reanimate spell, but we don't have a piece of ramp. I think I usually want to ramp in my 7. I want to take my free mulligan if we don't. Yeah, this is fine. Coldsteel Heart name's black. We played 8 matches of Standard this morning, and we played 1 match that wasn't against a blue-red deck. Is the TLDR on Standard? I don't even know that I would call Standard bad. I think there's plenty of things to enjoy in Standard, but if you really don't enjoy getting blue-redded to death, it's not a great format at the moment. I agree, Forklift. You know, Magic's not just one game, it's a bunch of different games. All under one rules engine. And a block. Otherwise, they just make me sacrifice it, right? We'll discard Wolf Willow Haven here, I think. Hey, Bloodchief's Thirst. Oh, they're not making us steal. Okay. Hey, was that a good draw, chat? Anybody able to explain why this draw was good? Let me know. I believe Rankle works with the Decayed Zombie the way they want it to. Standard's definitely the most accessible format on Magic Arena. It's the easiest to get into. The Magic Arena economy does not make it easy to get into the older formats, and that's intentional. Wizards wants people to play Standard because Standard creates repeat customers. Historic is impossible for free-to-play players. That's not strictly true. It's longer, but in the long run, Historic's much better for free-to-play players, right? Because like once you eventually get into a Historic deck, it's just like legal forever. Five, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana this turn, potentially. Just Unbreakable Bond, the Hornet Queen. Yeah, we don't have a swamp here. So Hive of the Eye Tyrant is going to meet a Heartless Act. This Decayed Zombie still pressures us a little bit, which is annoying, but not the end of the world. Yeah, that's a great way to approach it, D. Jones. It's a very good, balanced, healthy relationship with the game. Paco Taco, thanks for the follow. Good afternoon. Almost had a misclick there. Is Craterhoof lethal? If you have to ask, the answer is yes. It'll be +6 to each of my creatures. Assume they have a removal spell, it's +5 to each of these. That's still 4 times 5. 4 times 6 is 24. Yep. Hoof day it is. It is not just you. The mythic animations are nowhere near as cool as they used to be. Definitely feels like they ran out of budget or something to have cool animations. I don't think it's just Arena on mobile, because, like, Legends of Runeterra has, like, infinite sweet animations, and it plays on mobile just fine. It definitely feels like they just, like, cut their budget. Like, animators are not cheap, chat. Ooh, Olivia. For a mulligan, basically any hand that doesn't have a ramp spell. And this has ramp, and it has reanimate. It's everything we want. Do 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 boop boop boop. Hey, what's going on, Tim? Happy Friday. Draw a card. Target creature can't be blocked this turn if it's vampire. It also gains lifelink. Cute. Yeah, the free so, as someone who's not really big on best of one in general for Magic, 2 parts of Brawl make best of one a lot more tolerable. The first is you get to mulligan knowing what your opponent's commander is. That gives you a little bit more information towards how you should be mulliganing. And the free mulligan gives you a little bit more flexibility there as well. We should foretell. I have a foretell card. The more you know. We have a foretell card, chat. Reading's busted. I should have done that on turn 2. This turn we're gonna Harrow. Definitely should have cast Return to the Tide on turn 2. Yes, this version is much better than the old Magic Online, Tim. Oh wait, I could have done both, right? Because this puts them into play untapped. Listen, chat, you know how long it's been since I cast a Harrow? Aqui, thank you for the brand new prime. There's a ton of people. You can send that to every single month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way. Yeah, I could have Harrowed on my turn. I didn't need to play it as an instant, right? Do I want to get rid of Priest of the Forgotten Gods before we do stuff? Maybe. I can't tell. Let's just stick fingers and see what we get. Get 3 of our 7 creatures in the bin. Yeah, there is definitely value in getting rid of Priest. Sweet. Okay, so Mammoth can get rid of Priest for us potentially, which is nice. Turn 1 creature and up to 1 cleric, rogue, wizard, or warrior. Put him back into exile. Oh yeah, we do have Worm in there as well. That's true. Hey, sounds good. So they're definitely gonna make me sacrifice if I do stuff. So I think we just go ahead and ritual and let them draw their card and clear their board out. And then we'll play a tapped land. This is not a mana rock, so there's still 2 off of this. So they're probably a deck full of removal spells, huh? So actually, I could reanimate Hornet Queen, but I kind of just want to put the rest of my creatures in the bin here. So we can do this for X's 3, and then we have all but one of our bombs to choose from, because there's only 7 creatures in our deck. Sweet. And we hit, so Imperious Great Worm is the one we don't have, but Ulamog's indestructible, so I'll probably start there for reanimating. can't tell if that's my wife banging something upstairs or one of the kids. Yes, could be a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B for sure. How about if we greed and get back Sheoldred to start? I would like the record to reflect that this is definitely a little on the greedy side. But if she lives, she brings back the rest of them. Definitely in for just all the reanimate spells at this point. You see, greed, for lack of a better term, is good. I try it, dude. Play some control cards, pick your favorite bomb you don't think they can interact with, ... profit. Hey, friend. The opponent does probably need more lanes in their deck. Mood. I'm gonna message my wife just in case that's a child. We took a bounty board post for TFT at one point, and it didn't really go all that well because that game doesn't have a tutorial. Which is honestly kind of offensive considering how complicated it is. Thanks for the Prime, Andy. Welcome back. Yeah, I've heard that too from people that have played it a lot. They like have to have overlays for it to be playable for them, which seems awkward. I could be right to play an untapped land here so I could hold Soul Shatter. Honey, are you moving large furniture above me, hurting elephants, or do I need to check what the kids are doing? Oh, that's totally what it is. Chat, that noise isn't banging. There's a spring door stopper by our front door that Haley recently decided was a toy. That's 110% what that noise was.
When people start screaming, I know I'm on track. Yup.
Can you prove that it isn't a toy? Skyrim Anniversary Edition. That means Skyrim's been re-released more times than a number of years that it's existed, right? But Bethesda's not getting any more of my money until they release a new game, chat. Lazy cheaters. Oh, was it not the spring? Must be something else then. Test 6 Return to Skyrim. You know what I actually would buy though? I would pay money for an official port of Morrowind to the Skyrim engine or newer. Morrowind was a game I tried to go back and play, but the game systems are just too aged. I think Morrowind's probably the best of the test games. I think from a story, yeah, there's a fan project working on it, but they're never realistically gonna finish it. There's always fan projects for stuff like that. They just like aren't really practical from a will they ever get completed standpoint.
Secrets manifest before you.
That all you got?
I've weathered tougher
5, 6, 7. I've heard good things about Divinity, but at this point I'm just waiting for Baldur's Gate to release before trying one of the games from that studio. I've got enough other good things I'm waiting that can hold me over. Baldur's Gate 3 will be out sometime next year. We'll probably play through all of that then. We did their first act when it went into open beta, and it was pretty good. You finally drew a reanimate spell, chat. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8 mana, so I can't do both of these. I could do this plus this, though. And Grath stealing one of our friends isn't great for us.
The fabric of the multiverse.
The historic ladder is fine, Video West. It's like if the historic ladder was more competitive, I think it would be pretty awful, but it's not very competitive, so people don't play a lot of Cat Oven. Like I think Cat Oven is the best deck in historic by a lot right now, but people just largely don't play it on the ladder. Thanks for the follow, Higgins. Welcome to the channel. Oreo! I love Oreos, too. Alright, I love Oreo. Have you tried the peanut butter Oreos? Because they're really good. Thanks for the almost 3 years. Welcome back. Elves. I'm mulling in this, looking for a ramp spell. They are good. They are good, yeah. Unfortunately, our hands are just poop. The Scryfall export sometimes has issues if you use the arena button, which is weird. I don't know why the arena button exists if it's not going to work there. But you use the text export button and it usually works. It was a very good switch. This has been an excellent palate cleanser after the last little bit of Magic that we've played. Sand needs to draw some land, but if it finds a 3rd and 4th land, it's very good. I think vampires are very competitive. I just posted a vampires deck list on the Daily Deck Digest the other day. I think that build I have there is very good. Werewolves is a bit less so. We had a werewolf ramp build that was okay, but I definitely think that's more. Definitely want to get rid of the Gem Razor before it kills my rock, since I'm going to miss a land drop here. I think that's definitely worse than vampires. Opponent's hand is slow. If we can hit a land this turn, we can have a shot. I guess we just do this for 1 and then hope to draw untapped land and Blood for Bones next turn. For those that missed it, our revealed cards had 2 untapped lands in them, because that's how Magic works. For what it's worth as well, Square Wave, I think Vampires is probably one of the harder decks to play in this format because the sequencing and choices you make with the blood tokens tend to be pretty complicated. They are not straightforward. I will... the first Horizon Zero Dawn is my #1 video game I've ever played currently, and we will probably take 2 or maybe even 3 days off of doing other content to just binge Forbidden West when it comes out. I think that's my title I'm looking forward to the most next year. How's Mass Effect list in my rank of games? I don't know that I'd put Mass Effect explicitly at the top of my list. It's #1 for story shooters, but I think in general story shooters tend to be a bit worse than third-person shooters. Actually, let's attack their Domri first here. Is Horizon Zero Dawn worth $60 on Steam? Yeah, I think so. It's also a game that's old enough that it goes on sale somewhat frequently, so if you want to put it on your wish list and wait for it, like I'd be surprised if it doesn't hit a sale over the holidays. We're in decline to put this one, so we're going to put this one onto the battlefield, and then we'll put Old Sticky back in our hand here.
You're gonna hurt when this is through.
Does Death Touch kill Planeswalkers? It does not. Oh, I guess because I blocked there, I can't kill this now. I didn't think about that. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is $25 on Steam until December 1st. It's definitely worth $25. Game's actually incredible.
You hit like a child.
All right, we got a Craterhoof in there, and a Massacre, and a Sheoldred.
A little power can go a long way.
Hoof Daddy game plan is a go. If you haven't played the Witcher 3 DLCs, you are really missing out. I think Witcher 3 Blood and Wine is better than most standalone RPGs. It's so good. All right, so this gives everything +5/+5. So this is 1825. Math. Quick maths. Yeah, Blood and Wine is long enough to be a standalone game for other games. Witcher is also good. It's a close second to Horizon Zero Dawn for me. I think the combat system in Horizon Zero Dawn is a little bit more interesting. It's one of the reasons I'd rank it above Witcher. The graphics are also better. So plenty of reanimate spells, but no ramp, and they're playing Risk, which could be aggressive. So I think I'm gonna take a free mulligan on this. Yeah, Jazz, I plan to do another Witcher 3 playthrough when they eventually release their next-gen update for PS5. It's gonna happen sometime next year. I wanna play it some more to experience the world again, but since they're doing that, I'm doing other things in the meantime. That's true. This is a 4-mana reanimate spell. The problem is I'm at the mercy of whatever single thing I flip with Stickfingers. Maybe that's fine. All right, you've talked me into it. We're just gonna flip whatever the perfect bomb is for what they have. Okay, that's better. There we go. Into the north. This will give us a little bit of choices. So we'll do this, and then we can old stick for 2, and then we can play a 5-mana one on 4. Neither of those are actually very good here. Because whenever we cast an instant or sorcery, they get a thing. I probably should have jumped with Stickfingers last turn, actually. Although I guess he's just gonna die when the Craterhoof comes back, so it doesn't really matter. Convenient. Ooh, Massacre Wurm's a good one. I don't think I want to trade Craterhoof for the Endless Webs. We'll just pass here. It's just good deck building, chat. All right, and we're done here. Elefante power, chat. The RTX voice cut some of my mammoth noise. What a tilter. What a tilter. This deck is probably one of the most consistent decks in this format, honestly. Because you just have so many 5-mana reanimate spells, like you always have Stickfingers. Chandra just to kill could be something aggressive, so this card's probably not good, and the rest of this is slow. Alright, we won't target their stuff. Got it. Get it kinda good. Death Cap Glade. I don't know what that one does. Oh, the land. Yeah. Good call. Good shout.
I know. I am hot, aren't I? No problem. Fire can't solve.
Let's do that. Let's do that now. I think our total land count's pretty good, he says, as he gets mana screwed. Pretty sure this deck's a like 40-some lands, plus all the pieces of ramp. I think that's like the first set we've been mana screwed. Our first game in this set. Yeah, we're on 42 lands before you count land spell split cards. We've got Colony Ambush and Hagra Mauling. Oh, is it just those two? I guess we're only on 44. Maybe we want one more. 44 is actually not that many. It's less than I thought. Yeah, Agdums and Turn Timber don't really do much here. Once Upon a Time is kind of a land. Into the North's an accelerator. You, honey. She brought me some lunch, chat. Some leftover casseroles from yesterday. I think we take our free mulligan here. They are playing Cinderwind. I'm gonna keep this, actually. I think Power, Word Kill, and Extinction Event have a lot of value against what's likely an aggressive deck. Thanksgiving in the US is actually always explicitly during the week, Logan. It's always the fourth Thursday in November, I believe. This hand's not great. I don't really want to go to 5, though. Hopefully we can, oh, I should have done the layer on one. Hopefully we can cycle into a ramp spell. This card's cute. I like the design on it. That's the type of card that would be a really sweet standard card if standard wasn't just all about going way over the top of people. This type of grindy effect just isn't good enough in standard. Yeah, you can't play anything grindy because the control decks just combo kill you in various ways. Alright, my body is ready for this to get exiled. Man, that's a great animation. You could just have a bunch more counter spells here. Yeah. Yikes. GG, opponent. Our next tweet. Neat little, like, tempo deck leaning on their commander to break board stalls. Yeah, if you're looking for ideas on other Brawl decks, the Singleton channel on the sub-Discord is relatively active. A bunch of people posted sweet things in there for me when I asked for them. This is going to be our last Brawl deck today. We're going to be playing some Fatal Core and then some more Mass Effect. We're going to do a little bit longer stream today. I had a little bit shorter one yesterday. And then next week, we're definitely going to be doing a bunch of Brawl. I think we're still going to take deck submissions for Historic and Standard if people want to donate for them, but I think if I'm going to be picking decks in the short term, I'm planning to do more Brawl. It's been the most enjoyable. Trying to hammer Standard and regular Historic the last couple of days has been rough, to put it lightly. Yeah, I agree with that, I smooth. Big feels on the other two are stale. So I don't have... I think we just Garrett could start pumping out idiots.
You ever listen to the crickets? We are the apex predators.
I have a lot of choices this turn. Yeah, so... Is it crazy just, like, attack here, and then, like, down tick Lily, draw 2 cards, make a Garrick emblem?
Waste not, want not.
Join the stampede.
I can just kind of like doing this before they have a chance to take my planeswalkers out of play. Like it sets us up for a strong late game here. We just like have activate planeswalkers, put 15 power into play, casual. Yeah, this was one of my favorite decks last time we were playing Brawl, because you have this kind of like silly combo style wins, but like you also have like this grindy green black control deck type thing. To people asking about Historic, I don't know that Historic is strictly bad right now. It's just like solved enough that it's tough to find new decks to put out every week for. Like I have a number of Historic decks that I kind of like, but
This looks like
the format's definitely solved.
Scared of dogs, are ya?
Nice. And then because my wife loves me, chat, not only did she bring me casserole, but she brought me pumpkin pie as well. Speaking of things that are thick. Me, I am thick. Let's eat this pie. Okay, so this is untapped, so we can stick fingers for 2, and then we'll get to Bond Revival on 4. Wiggle my worm across the board there. Again, I think we take our free mulligan. We don't have a ramp spell. I'm gonna do a non-free mulligan here too. What's going on, Avocado? I think we're gonna get one more good game in with this deck and then probably pivot over to Fatal Core followed by Mass Effect. But yeah, it's been good. I'm glad we decided to brawl instead of ending Magic early. It's been a really, really refreshing palate cleanser. Felt good, man. Just get rid of their reef here. I think we're just gonna queen.
Eureka's subservience will be rewarded.
Our spooky spiders have reach. The animation on the exploit triggers is so well done.
I return to the abyss.
Sugio, thanks for the 21 months. Welcome back. So we have Queen plus Craterhoof in here. So let's Cauldron's Gift and grab Queen, and then we can Unbreakable Bond and grab the other. We're really good at casting this for 2 and getting exactly Queen Craterhoof. A true skill game. Well, remember, this doesn't look at your specific... This explicitly mills 2 creature cards when you cast it for X's 2. So they could be way further down than that. That's why. This is why it's the combo enabler for this. Like, always guaranteed to go get 2 creatures with it. Oh, they're fighting 2 of my things. I don't actually know if this is lethal, but I'm gonna assume it is. Looks lethal. Looks pretty lethal from over here. $32, $44, $54, $63. This was a ton of fun. Thank you to the people in chat that suggested we try some Brawl today. I appreciate all of y'all. It was a good time. We're definitely gonna play some more of this. Next week. Not only this deck, maybe this deck again. Definitely lots of new different decks. If you are a sub who has a Brawl deck that you've been playing and working on, I would love to check it out. I'm going to be picking from stuff that people post in the Discord. We'll probably do some deck voting. We're not done for today, though. We're going to be checking out some Fatal